My family's annual reunion is hosted at a luxurious mountain lodge owned by my wealthy uncle. This year, he announced a fun family challenge with a $250,000 prize. The challenge was to solve an elaborate puzzle. I just solved it. The answer is that my uncle murdered my father 20 years ago, and the prize is his confession. Every year, my extended family gathers at the Eyrie, my Uncle Robert's stunning private lodge. He's the successful, charismatic patriarch since my own father died in a hiking accident when I was 10. Robert always treated me like a son, paying for my college, giving me a job. I was grateful. This year, he gathered everyone after dinner. He unveiled a massive framed puzzle mounted on the wall, a complex mosaic of family photos, maps, and cryptic quotes. "A little game," he boomed. "A test of our family's wit. Whoever solves the puzzle by the end of the weekend wins $250,000. Think of it as an early inheritance." The family dove in, treating it like a quirky scavenger hunt. But as I stared at the puzzle, a chill went down my spine. The photos weren't random. They were carefully selected shots from the summer my dad died. The maps were of the hiking trails near where his body was found. One quote was from my father's favorite book, a line about betrayal. I couldn't sleep. While the others laughed and drank, I worked. I cross-referenced dates, locations, and the subtle changes in the photos. The puzzle wasn't a game. It was a trail of breadcrumbs. The final piece was a photo of my father and Robert, arms around each other, with a timestamp the day before the hike. Robert's watch was clearly visible. In the next photo from the morning of the hike, he was wearing a different, more expensive watch. The puzzle's sequence led you to a specific coordinate on the trail map. The quote at that location read, "The weight of a brother's envy is heavier than any rock." I confronted Robert alone in his study as the sun rose. I laid out my solution, my voice shaking. "The prize isn't money. It's the truth, isn't it? You killed him." Robert didn't deny it. He just looked old and tired. "You were always the smart one," he sighed. "The guilt? It became a part of the foundation here. I built all of this," he gestured to the lodge, "with the life insurance money and the business I took from him. The puzzle was my confession. I wanted someone to know. I just never thought it would be you." He described a fight over the family business, a shove on a cliffside trail, and a deliberate decision to let my father fall. He had worn my dad's cheaper watch down the mountain to sell the story of the accident. The revelation was a nuclear bomb detonating in the center of my identity. The man who shaped my life was my father's killer. The luxury around me was blood money. I didn't take the prize. I took my phone with the entire confrontation recorded, straight to the county sheriff. Robert was arrested before the family breakfast ended. The reunion dissolved into chaos, grief, and shocking revelations about forged documents and stolen assets. The legal process is ongoing. Robert will likely die in prison. The Eyrie is being sold, its proceeds placed in a contested estate. But for me, the reward wasn't justice. It was clarity. The phantom pain of losing my father sharpened into a real, directed grief. I finally knew my enemy, and he was no longer a beloved uncle but a prisoner. I used the notoriety of the case to launch a true crime podcast focused on cold cases, using the investigative skills the puzzle awakened in me. My first season re-examined my father's accident, and it was a hit. It funded a fresh start.